So now start with the triggers, okay? Blackboard. Okay. So today now start with what triggers, okay? Uh, how to decrease the size here? Yes, yes, quite. So under unit 3 you are having what triggers, okay? So before going directly into a trigger, you need to understand the concepts like how to insert, like we have seen what inserting the rows into your table. Yes or no? After creating the table, you need to do insertion of the values into the table. Clear? So after inserting the table, if you want to get the values, you are giving a command called as select start from table name. Okay. So whatever the inserting the values into the table we are doing is done what? Manually. Okay. Where you are typing the queries. Okay. So what is the use of triggers is, if you want to perform those all actions automatically, then we are using what triggers. Okay. So if you want to insert the records or insert some values, if you want to update or delete any table values, then you will use what triggers. Okay. So what is the actual definition of trigger is, first note down the definition, then I'll tell you with an example and a syntax. Okay. So triggers are automatically invoked whenever there is a change in the database. Get in. So triggers are what? The procedure which is automatically invoked whenever there is a change in the database. Either it can be insert operation, delete operation or update operation. So whatever the operations that we are performing on the table, that is insert, delete and update. So these operations can be automatically performed using what triggers? Clear? Now next thing about triggers is, so here in order to get these triggers we'll have what? Three classifications, or this triggers is defined in three subways, okay, which is event, condition and action. Clear? So whatever the insert statements that you are writing, okay, when you are creating the table is one process where you are writing manually the insert queries. Okay. If you are making some changes to the table, if you want to automatically update those values, we are using what triggers? Okay. What is the main difference between those insert statements and triggers is, if you want to automatically update, for example, if I have entered all the students marks, okay, in your student table I have entered all the DBMS marks, okay. For example, if I have forgot some student marks, okay, entering manually is one procedure, okay, whereas to get it automatically is another procedure. So automatically how you will get the student marks is, I should give some condition, yes or no. If I am getting like more than 35 marks, then that particular person is passed in that particular exam. If he is getting less than 35 marks, then he have failed in the exam, for example. Okay. For example, now if I am taking this as an example, instead of taking it manually, okay. For example, there is a student called as S101. This student data I need to enter, okay. I don't know whether this student have passed or failed in the exam, Okay, based on the marks that he have obtained, using triggers, it should classify whether he have passed the exam or failed in the exam. So how to know whether he have passed or failed in the exam? Based on the condition that if he is getting greater than 35 marks, then he will pass the exam. If he is getting the less than 35 marks, then he will fail in the exam. Clear? So here triggers are nothing but where the process will be performed automatically by the system instead of manual interpretation. Okay, like manual chese danikante you will get a triggers are automatically involved. Okay, so here in this triggers we are classifying it into three parts or three phases. Okay, one is what event, next is what condition, next is what action. These are what most important concept. Okay, first, what is an event? Event in general means like what is the type of action to be performed. For example, if you are taking the student table. So in this student table, what is the action that I need to perform? What should be the event? For the student table, what is an event? Huh? Entering of marks, can I take it as one event? Entering of marks of the student is an event. Okay. So for the student table, okay, when you are involving triggers, you will have three different phases. Okay, one is event, condition, and action. What is an event? Whatever the thing that you are performing on that particular table is called as what event. Okay, for example, for this student table, I want to enter the marks of the student, or I need to enter the details of the students. Is called as what? Event. Now, what is condition? For example, if you are taking this student example, entering the details of the or marks of the student is an event. What should be the condition? What is condition? Marks. For example, if we have applied check constraint here, check marks greater than 35, then he have passed that particular exam. Okay, so this condition will be checked in the condition phase. Means what? In this condition, whenever the user is inserting the values into the table, a condition is checked using what? Check constraint. Okay, if that condition is true, if that condition is satisfied, then that particular row is inserted into the student table. Okay, if that condition is not satisfied, then that row will not be inserted into the table. Clear? For example, if I am giving here entering the marks of the student, for example, I have given S101 marks as 35. Is this condition true or false? False. Okay, or take check marks greater than or equals to 35. Now, true. So here as the condition is true, now whether this row is inserted or not. Inserted. Okay. So this is what the phase where it checks for the condition. If it is true, then that particular row will be inserted. If it is false, then that row will not be inserted. So this is the condition where it will be checked under second phase of triggers. Okay, event is what? What is the like task that you want to perform comes under your event. Okay, it can be student marks details or employee details or university details. Anything can be taken under event. Condition is what? Condition is to check whether that particular condition is satisfied or not. If satisfied, then that particular row will be inserted, updated or deleted. Okay. If the condition is false, then no action will be performed. Clear? Next step is what? What is action? Event is what? Where you are entering the details. Condition, you have checked the condition. For example, according to our example, marks greater than or equals to 35 is true. What should be the action? What should be the action? Inserting the row into that particular student table. Insert S101 row into the table. Clear everyone? Yes or no? Ah. So this is what about trigger. So whatever the task that we are inserting here will be checked automatically inside the trigger body. Okay. So whatever the condition, if the condition is satisfied, that will be automatically updated. Okay. Based on checking the condition, it will be automatically updated. Okay. So that is what the use of triggers, and this is what most important. Okay, clear everyone what is trigger and the phases of trigger? Yes. And next is what? You need to go with the types of triggers. First copy down. Any doubt? Hmm? రెండు పేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి, 2 pages ఉంటాయి కదా. So next is what? Classification of triggers. Okay. Huh? I'll give you time. Okay. This is already available, right? Later you can write. First, classification or types of triggers. So types of triggers are classified into two types. Okay, listen carefully. One is what? Row level triggers. Keep quiet. Next is what? Statement level triggers. So we have seen what is the definition of trigger and what are the three different phases of trigger. Okay. Now you have to write what is the types of trigger. Types of triggers are like a row level trigger and a statement level triggers. Okay. So the name itself will tell you what is row level trigger. Row wise you are performing the action. Okay, which is called as what? Whether it can be insert, delete or update, it is performed row wise. Clear? Whatever the operation it can be, either insert, delete or update, these operations will be performed row wise. Okay. Next, statement level triggers means all rows fired at a time. Fired at a time means what? Fired or executed, which means what? Executed. Okay. So here, if each and every row will be fired one time each, is called as what? Row level triggers. Fired means nothing but executed. Okay. If you are executing row wise, then you are calling it as row wise triggers. Okay. If all rows, if you are executing at once, we are calling it as statement level triggers. Okay. Examples, if I am performing the insert operation, insert into table name, for example, student S101 marks as 35. Okay, and next is S202 marks as 30, S303 and marks as 36. Okay, what row level trigger will do? What row level trigger will do? Insert one at a time. Okay, inserting of rows will be done one at a time, which is called as what? Row level triggers. Only one action is performed one at a time. Clear everyone? Yes. And in the second step again it will perform for the second row, and in the third step again it will perform for the third row, which is nothing but row level execution is performed, which is called as row level triggers. Clear? If this action is performed all at a once, like when you are executing in your MySQL, inserting of all rows at a time will be done. Yes or no? So that is called as what? Statement level triggers. Clear everyone difference? Yes. If we are executing row by row, we are calling it as row level triggers. If all the rows which are executed at once, we are calling it as an statement level triggers. Now under this row level triggers, again you are having classification. Okay. So how many commands are there? Like what are the three different operations can be performed? Only insert, delete and update. Clear? So here actually you need to have the syntax first for triggers. Okay. So here you will have the syntax of triggers most important, and you are having a lab also under this trigger. Clear? So what is the syntax to create a trigger? Create, like table you need to create a trigger. How we used to write create table, table name, right? Here also create trigger, trigger name. Okay. What are the different operations? Like I can perform before or after. Okay. So before inserting I can check, or after inserting I can check. Okay. Before or after, what are the operations? Insert or delete or update operations. Okay. Create trigger, trigger name before or after insert, delete, update on table name, which is most important. For each row is a command that is automatically we need to use. For each row, begin. So in this begin, you are going to write whatever the insert statements that we are writing, you should write here in the trigger body. So this is called as what? Trigger body. And then after completing all the operations, you need to end. And here in these triggers, you need to end with a dollar. Okay. Start of the trigger and the end of the trigger, you can start with a dollar, which is a must. Okay, means what? You are starting a trigger and ending the trigger. Meaning enti starting of the trigger and the ending of the trigger. Okay, clear? So as you are creating the table, same here also you need to create a trigger. Okay, for trigger also you will have three different of operations. Enti insert, delete, update operations. Okay, it can be either before inserting the values into the table or after inserting the values into the table, you can perform these three operations. Yes or no? For example, if a new row to be inserted, okay, before inserting or after inserting you can take. After inserting the table, you can do the different operations, that is update or delete. So here you are using what? Either before or after. Okay. You can perform either insert, delete or update. Only one operation can be performed one at a time. Okay. Create trigger, trigger name before insert or before delete or before update, after insert, after delete or after update. Okay. On table name, whatever the table that you are taking as an example, that table name, and this table name and trigger name should not be same. Okay. For each row is a command that you have to use in default. Begin. After that you need to write whatever the set of statements that is required, then the end of the trigger. Clear? So these set of statements, whatever you are writing in this will be executed automatically. Clear? Now give me the example here. Create trigger. What can be the trigger name? Example, I am taking a student as a table name. Trigger name as student maths. You can take any trigger name. Now, before or after, what you want to perform? Okay, if you are using before insert, before insert on table name. What is table name? Student. For each row, begin. Now what I have to write here? What statement I have to write? Before inserting, what is the example, you need to first analyze. Okay, for this student table, if I am giving SID marks, okay, SID is already 101, marks is 30, okay, S02 is 102, 36. Now if I want to insert a row with 103 as SID and marks as, for example, 70, which comes under what? Before insert, I need to check the condition. What is that condition? I have to write here. What is the condition? If marks greater than or equals to 35, then insert then set marks equals to, so here whether you have to write here marks or you need to doing an update or you are doing an inserting here. For this student 103, he got 70 marks. Okay, you can take old dot marks as 0. Okay, here again you will have two keywords, that is new and old. Old is what? The value that is already there. That old value you need to replace with the new value, that is 70 marks. Using these two new and old keywords, now you need to write here. Now old dot marks equals to 0, na? Set marks equals to set what marks I need to set? Old dot marks equals to new dot marks. New dot marks. Okay. Now write here. Set. What I need to write? Set old dot marks equals to old dot marks equals to new dot. So whether this row will be updated now. Next, what I need to write? Old dot marks equals to new dot marks for whom? Then what I have to write? Set old dot marks equals to new dot marks where SID equals to 103. After completing this statement, what I have to do? End. Next, end of the trigger. Clear everyone how to write a trigger? Yes or no? So this is one example. So similar examples you will have before insert, after insert, before delete, after delete, before update, after update. Total 6. 6 classifications with the examples you have to write if it is asked for 10 marks. Clear everyone? How to write the condition? For example, before update. How to write before update? Create trigger name before update on table name for each row begin. What I need to update? Marks. Update table name set marks equals to some 30 where new dot marks equals to 30 where old dot marks equals to something. Clear? So like that you need to write for each and every type of row level trigger. So here the classification is before insert, after insert, before update, after update. Next is before delete, after delete. So again the row level triggers are classified into again these many types. Clear? Firstly, the triggers are classified into two types: row level triggers and the statement level triggers. Row level triggers are the triggers executed row wise. Statement level triggers are executed all the statements at once. Okay. Again, row level triggers are classified into before insert, before update, before delete, after insert, after update, after delete. Okay. So you need to write first syntax of the trigger, and based on this each example. Now this is example related to before insert. Like that you need to write after insert into student check condition. You can check whether select star from table name, any command you can give under the body of the trigger. Clear everyone? So like that for this 6 set of examples you need to write. Clear everyone? And for this statement level of triggers there will not be any classification. Clear? And in the notes I have given you the difference between row level trigger and statement level trigger, which is asked last time previously in your final exam. Okay, so that you need to go through. Clear everyone? So this is what total about triggers. It is more than enough if it is asked for 10 marks. But what you have to do, you need to write all these operations also with examples, so that only you will get 10 out of 10. Otherwise you will not get any marks. Clear? Note it down.